Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I have not did a video for a while. Thank you for everyone who's been subscribing and watching. Anyone that's new and subscribed, thanks so much for checking out my channel. As always, if you have a channel that I don't know about and you subscribe to me, please let me know because I would love to check out your channel as well. This is going to be a girl talk video, and a lot of issues concerning skin color and race has been going around, not on the YouTube world that I recently noticed. So not just in the world, which is constantly, but right here on YouTube. So at first, I wasn't going to touch the topic. I said, well, Monique, you don't even want to hear the foolishness, the backlash. But no, you can't not talk about the issues that are very important, because I know there are some young ladies out there suffering. I mean, even older women that are suffering with self-esteem issues. And let me just say, I think a lot of people don't realize some of the impact they have on a community. Like when we had something going on where we're talking about YouTubers on here that have millions of subscribers, and you have young ladies following you who haven't even figured out who they are yet, and you feel the need to talk about black as a race or skin color and one color is better than the next, you're blocking them. You're helping put those obstacles in the way that they've been trying to fight for years. You know what I'm saying? That's recently been called out popular YouTubers about some old tweets concerning color. That really upset me, not for myself, but again because there's so many young ladies out here that are being told not to love themselves. In the media, as a black woman, period, I don't care what our skin color is, they're constantly, they praise our flaws in other cultures. When other flaws go get injections or surgery to adapt our culture, then it's good enough. But when we do our hair certain ways, we wear cornrows, it's not presentable for the workplace, but it's fashionable when someone else wants to wear dreads. That's just an example of why, be careful. Don't get me wrong. I know being black in this country can feel like a burden, but honey, let me tell you something. I wouldn't trade it for a world. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Being black, we are beautiful, and we are some of the most talented and creative people. I do not care what anyone tries to tell you. So when I see that there's YouTubers having the nerve to tweet why they wish they had more black people and black ladies need to step their game up, well, guess what? That includes you. Because if you think that you are big enough that you can be bold enough to have millions of subscribers and put your rates down, honey, you are sadly mistaken. You need to step your game up. I don't care how many subscribers you have, how light your skin is, from paper sack brown to midnight black. You are not ever going to be big enough where you think that you can get on a nice platform and down our people. I hate when celebrities even do it. Don't get me wrong. The media will have you thinking that black people are out here doing more bad than good. That is not true. We don't even make up enough of it. We don't make up 20% of the population. You really think we run in the country that much? That's what the media wants you guys to believe. And most of you are so silly, you use social media for your news source. You never pick up a book and read stuff for yourself, so you are misinformed. So I understand. I turn on the news sometime and I get mad that people are shooting and killing each other, but I still know 10 times more people that's out here doing the right thing every day, making sure that they keep their head high, have worked their way up the ladder, and still being told every day that they're not good enough. Someone's looking for a reason to doubt you every day, even when you have lived by the book and did everything right. So I'm refrain from getting on social media. Since I'm about to check myself, don't get on social media and vent, because it's what the white people want you to do. We already have enough racists putting us down, so let's keep that to ourselves. So yeah, they want to come with apologies, honey, but the damage has already been done. How about there's some young girl on you following you that's looking for a little bit of hope, and that hope you took it from her. Some people, you have to think about your platform before you open your mouth, honey. If someone is looking to you for hope, that little chocolate girl, that black girl that's maybe light-skinned and don't know where she fit in at. She's trying to identify, am I good enough to be black too? What should I be? And you got the audacity to get on social media platforms or your channels and down our race. People, we have to do better. Yeah, you stepped your game up too. If you think you're good enough to make things like that. I don't care whether you 1 subscriber or 500. Just don't do it. Okay? Because I just had to remind myself when the media tries to put us down. I watch nothing but crime TV. I study crime, political science major. We ain't leading the crime rate in this country, honey. We are not. So just because you get frustrated or something didn't go your way or somebody black putting you down, No, there's a lot of blacks supporting you. Most of you subscribers, where you at right now, I know for black ladies, you're not where you at because of a white following. The majority of you are there where you at with your sponsors, this, that, and the third, because some black girl believed in you. And the nerve of you. I know it's hard when you guys get the negative comments and negative feedback from your own kind. Hell, I feel the same way when I see another black girl trying to pull me down. But I refuse to let that one or two people trying to pull me down make me forget that there's people rooting for me. And most of all, I'm rooting for myself. That's all. With the whole skin color thing. It's been this thing talking about dark skinned girls are not pretty. And oh honey, of course I've heard about this topic so many times, and I said let me go ahead and get my opinion on it. Let me first say that I don't believe that skin color defines self-esteem. On this channel, I'm always talking about self-worth and, knowing your worth, because I want people to feel good about themselves. That's not a color thing. So, yes, society will tell you or try to make you believe that the lighter your skin is, the prettier you're supposed to be making yourself feel. Society will try to make you feel that way if you allow it. But one thing I know for sure is no matter what skin color you are, if you have a high self-esteem, I do not cut what society says, what your neighbor says, what the teacher says. Can't no one take that from you. So that's what I'm saying on that. There's so many people who come on and say, yeah, let's talk about the skin color. But if your self-esteem was there, these stereotypes could not affect you. So the bottom line is I want everyone to know all skin colors, because I don't want to be, I often post pictures and I'll do the hashtag chocolate girl, hashtag team dark skin. I have did that before, and that's not to say that I don't think that all skin types are beautiful, but I know that there's so many dark skinned women, or especially young teenagers, who have let society tell them that they're not pretty enough. And I'm trying to send that message to encourage them, like, yes, your black is beautiful in all shades that you are. So I think that's the reason why on YouTube and other places you have people trying to encourage dark skinned ladies, because society is not so much putting down the lighter skin complexion. So people step up to them to say things like to try to encourage them. But what I'm going to say is, no matter what your skin color, like I said, is, if you have self-esteem, no one can change that. So I heard people doing videos talking about growing up, because I think it was a video that started the topic going around YouTube. A couple famous YouTubers were on a thing, and one of them was Beauty by JJ, I know, who is a dark-skinned girl. And I think it was a rave, from what I can understand, as people were talking about, how they didn't think they addressed certain issues a lot. Well, depending on where you grow up, your skin color may not have, I guess, gave you backlash. Now let me speak for me. I'm a little chocolate girl from the South. I was born and raised in Mississippi, right? And so and people always would tell me when I moved to Maryland, like, oh, I know growing up down South, it was really racist. And I would always tell them, like, no, I actually I think I sense more racism up north. I said, because the problem with you guys are you blinded to the fact that there are some people who don't like you for your skin color, or vice versa, things like that. So and definitely I never got so much rebuttal from any non-black. If anyone ever said anything about my skin complexion, it was always from like family members or people in the neighborhood or community. I was I'd be like, oh, you so black, or hey blackie. Yeah, I got that. I mean, they were saying it in a joking manner, but the reason none of that ever affected me, like, I didn't realize that dark skin, light skin was a problem until my older years, probably until like I went off to college. I didn't understand then that people really felt like their skin color made them better than someone else. Like I said, because even when people would make fun of complexions, but then I just realized that's because even at a young age I had self-esteem. I had a pretty high self-esteem. Of course, over the years it's always gotten higher, but I couldn't be broken about what someone tried to label me as. You call me dark, I'm just like, so, they made fun of the big, it was just like getting my lips made fun of. Like, it didn't matter to me. Even with, when I moved to Maryland, I was to a majority white area, so I was like the only black girl in 7th grade when I moved. And most of the black guys there, they like white girls, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say that sometimes I'd be like, well, they think I'm not good enough, but it was just like, well, maybe they just like what they like, I'm not their preference. I mean, I had a little moment where I might have hurt my, upset me and hurt my feelings. Like, oh, why don't my crush like me? But I didn't feel like they didn't like me because, I was the chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like that. So that's what I want to say is stop waiting for everyone to to approve of you. That's the problem with, I think blacks as a whole do that, right? Everyone wants to be confirmed. They need confirmation that they're good enough. And you can't walk around in society feeling that way. Society is not going to change. There are going to be women out here. I know for a fact, people that follow me on my social media, friends of other people that I run into, I know for a fact that they think they're better than people because of their skin complexion. But that's that ignorance, and that's not my battle to fight. But what I walk into the room, what I want to let them know, honey, is that I am here. You can't hold a candle to me. Beautiful comes in all shades. And if you can't see my beauty past my skin complexion, that's your issues. And it was so funny that this came up because a friend of mine had just, we shared natural hair pictures, right? So I had sent her one of mine telling her, how I made a hot bun. And I sent her the picture. And, I'm a chocolate girl. So sometimes in pictures like right now, I'm looking lighter because I have a light in my face. But I am chocolate, I'm a chocolate girl. Becca, see, I'm chocolate. And so she said, everybody else said, oh, I love her hair, good picture. But one person said, oh, I didn't know I thought she was darker than that. Oh, she pretty. So she didn't want to tell me, she said it as though she was a general question, not that I said on my picture, but I'm pretty good at picking up on things. And she said, what would that mean if someone said something like that to you? I said, if someone said that about a picture that I sent anyone, that to me, what are you saying? Like, oh, since she not as dark, I think she's pretty. I said, but that doesn't bother me. And she had got all worked up. And I said, look, I understand, honey. I said, because I don't let those things bother me. I know for a fact that there's people who's going to try to convince me that I'm not beautiful. Hence this red lip here, honey. There are so many ignorant people coming out, and black folks, I promise you, when you got white people that don't like black people, they just don't like you as a whole. They don't pick out, I'm gonna like you because you light dark. No. That's why I want people to stop thinking because you lighter. They see us all the same. They may use you to sell a product, vice versa, because you easier on the market. But the bottom line, if a white person does not like a black person, whether you bright as a light, honey, dark as this hair, you're in the same category. So that's what really sometimes gets on my nerves, the ignorance of other people, that they can't see that. Like, but again, that goes back to, this is what they wanted to do to us. They wanted to divide us in slavery times to be against each other, the light in the house, dark people outside. I mean, so that just is what it is. I want to tell all dark-skinned girls out there, get your self-esteem up. I mean, it's any lady, because I know plenty of light-skinned ladies as well. That's why I hate to have to divide the topic up, but it's needed, because I even have checked family members of mine, young girls that I hear them saying, oh, I'm not really, but I'm not dark. I say, honey, it's nothing wrong with being dark-skinned. Like, you will hear them trying to justify why they want to be in a light. Oh, or then you got the ones who want to say, oh, I'm brown, whatever. I mean, honey, if you knee long and darker, you pretty much dark skinned. But they always try to, everybody, it's like we can't even do just light and dark. People want to claim brown because, everybody reaching. And I'm just like, it's not that serious. You can call me black, Crisco black, chocolate, blue black, whatever you want to call me. I'm okay with that because I believe that I'm beautiful. And skin color doesn't define beauty. We come in all shapes and sizes, and I love to see the variety. But like I said, I'm always trying to help ladies encourage themselves. You can't let someone make you feel bad. If a guy say, if somebody come up to me with some foolishness, oh, you pretty for a dark skinned girl, honey, I can't even hear you. You gotta get I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying. And most people don't approach me with that thing because I've never really had it in guys, you know what I'm saying? So I just use that. I never really had a guy try to really tell me. Maybe once in my life, I heard a guy thought he was complimenting me by saying I didn't date. I usually don't like dark skinned girls, but I think you're beautiful. And I told him that I didn't think that was a compliment. He got all mad or whatever because I didn't like what he said. But neither here. But it's usually ladies, they'll give you that like, oh, how dare you, honey, think you all that? Like, who she think she is? Like, you see a dark skinned girl walk in the room and knowing who she is, honey, that self esteem is just overflowing. I seen someone give that look like who she thinks she is. It's expected. That's why I said it's kind of. I'm back in college now, I'm taking classes, and one of the things that I love I'm reading about in psychology, it says that people with high self-esteem walk into a room thinking as though I know they're going to love me, honey. So it's not because you got confident and self-esteem. That doesn't mean you stuck up and you cocky, but then when you don't have self-esteem, you walk into the room saying, I wonder, are they going to like me? So you already set the expectations that I know they're not going to like me, but I hope they'll give me a chance anyway. No. See, so that's not so much a skin color thing. So I think so many dark-skinned women, the problem is why they're so down is because you let society tell you that you're not good enough, and that affects your self-esteem. So that's what I'm telling you is, it's your job to remind yourself and start with self-esteem. And mothers, speak it into your children that they're good enough. That's another thing. Like, nothing could ever shake me because I had a strong mother who constantly told me that I was beautiful. Always. I can remember from a little girl, my mom telling me how beautiful I was. And you know, if you keep hearing something right, you believe that. So when parents have to be careful. I have two nieces that are that the one's darker than the other a little bit, and people used to make little comments about their hair, and I would say, I would see that it would affect one or the other, so I would like stop them and say, I don't do that. I don't even want that put into their brains. You have to, be careful. Whereas my mom never had to like say anything. I never even went told my mom that someone like said, oh, you a blackie or you this. I never said it because it never fazed me. She had already like equipped me to be prepared for those things. Again, just her showing me so much love. And don't get me wrong, some people are not going to be strong as others, and that's why I'm making videos like this, because some people need that encouragement, because you got someone constantly. Some people don't have a mother that's going to tell them, or a family member. You got family members that are going to try to put you down, so your self-esteem is already beat down. So that's where the things that society tries to label you as affects you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it still goes back to knowing your worth. Whatever your skin color is, baby, you work what you got. That's what you do. Don't let anyone convince you because we're not on enough magazine covers. I talked about that when I did the why everybody want a big butt. It's cool to be thick now, but when I was the thick girl going through puberty around all of the stick and stone girls, that wasn't the cool thing to be a few years back, but now it's cool. So again, I still work my curves in those times. So I don't wait for society to change stuff. That's why I look at people getting these fake booties and getting praised for hips. And I'm like, honey, that's nothing new to me. I'm not excited because, again, I embrace mine even when the world said it wasn't worth embracing. I still embrace mine. So see what I'm saying about self-esteem? Don't let anyone tell you that your color is not beautiful. You are beautiful just the way you are. And it starts from self-love. You cannot accept love from anyone else if you don't first love yourself. Flaws and all. I hope this video encouraged someone. And thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. And thumbs up for more Girl Talk videos. Thanks again. Bye-bye.